So a couple of days ago was Survivor Series, and what a fucking boring ass show. I mean, my god, you got a 4-match card and almost every single match was a snooze fest, except for John Cena versus Dom. That match wasn't great or anything, but sometimes an overbooked ass match can work, and I think it did work that night. But everything else on that show, just a complete snooze fest. I won't get into too much of the details, but they have got to get rid of War Games for a while, or at least only use it when it's actually necessary. But one thing I want to talk about in the fallout of the War Games match on the men's side is Roman Reigns, because it seems like WWE right now is in a huge predicament, because I don't think they know what the fuck to do with Roman Reigns at this point. As you guys know, if you've been following this channel, I'm a huge Roman Reigns fan. I loved his championship run with the Universal title, and even though he doesn't show up too often, I really have no problem with it as long as he delivers when he's there. But the problem that I am starting to see with them and Roman Reigns' character is that they clearly, and I mean clearly, do not know what the fuck to do with him. I think it's pretty clear that Triple H is just riding off of the coattails of everything Vince McMahon did with Roman Reigns. And that says a lot considering Vince has been gone for a while now. Let's start off with the obvious, which is why are they still trying to milk everything out of the Bloodline story involving Roman and the Usos? We've seen these motherfuckers interact over the last half decade. It's time to move on. I don't give a shit about Roman Reigns trying to give Jey Uso advice to get the World Heavyweight title. Jey Uso shouldn't be sniffing that title anymore. I don't give a shit about Roman giving Jimmy the cold shoulder because we've already seen that before, and it was a much better storyline when you did it the first and second and third time. And sure, it was great to see Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman have their moment at WrestleMania with Heyman turning on him, but if I'm being honest, the storyline between Roman and Paul Heyman, it doesn't really hit anymore. It's time to move past that too, because that leads into the other issue. I understand that Roman Reigns only shows up for a select few dates of the year, but why on earth are we seeing Roman Reigns consistently only fighting the same 3 to 4 5 different people? I mean, hell, they even built part of this Survivor Series War Games match around Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. In the Big 2-5 2025, we're doing Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar matches. And yeah, sure, they found their loophole because it's not a one-on-one match, but I do not want to see those motherfuckers in the ring ever again together. Which goes to the point I said earlier, which is that Triple H is devoid of ideas for this guy. He's just recycling old storylines from Vince. You want to know one of the reasons why it looked so nice to see Roman Reigns interacting with Bronson Reed and them having a couple of matches together? Because it was a fresh matchup, something that we hadn't seen before. But yet, since Roman Reigns has lost the title, we've seen him wrestle Solo Sikoa on multiple different occasions, tag team with Cody Rhodes not once, but twice, face Seth Rollins and CM Punk at WrestleMania, two guys that he's already faced before in matches, with a build that was shitty as fuck, and then he proceeded to have a whole bunch of matches with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Are you telling me that's the best they can do? I mean, hell, they've even gotten so uncreative that we've hardly even seen Roman Reigns in promo segments when he comes back. He just does these brawls non-stop until they take him out and he's off TV again. I mean, hell, one of the things that really bothered me about the WrestleMania 41 build with him, Rollins, and CM Punk was the fact that the promos were so disappointing. I mean, how could you not bring up the fact that CM Punk brought in the Shield to WWE? There was so much history they could have told in those promos, but yet we had to focus on this stupid fucking favor between Paul Heyman and CM Punk. All for it to end up being CM Punk wanting Paul Heyman to be in his corner? Are you kidding me? Getting back to the main topic though, Roman Reigns has to start fighting some fresh faces. I would have thought by now we would have gotten the Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker match. I thought that was going to actually be the SummerSlam match, or maybe even the WrestleMania match, and it could well still happen. Braun Breaker's got a championship match against CM Punk next year in January. I'm literally recording this right after Raw yesterday, where he cut that great promo on CM Punk in the ring. Hopefully they do the right thing and Braun Breaker beats the shit out of CM Punk and becomes the World Heavyweight Champion, and we can finally get that Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker match. Now, does Roman have to win the Royal Rumble in order to do so? I honestly have no idea, and honestly, I really don't care. People upset with the idea of Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble because he's a part-timer or he's somebody that doesn't need the Rumble win. Let's be honest here, the Rumble has never been used all the time to put over some new young guy. Brock Lesnar has won the Royal Rumble twice. Stone Cold won it twice. Cody Rhodes won it back-to-back years. John Cena won it twice. Hell, are we gonna forget when Batista was gone for like half a decade, came back, and in his first match won the Royal Rumble also? This idea that the Royal Rumble is always used, or it should be used, to put over some new young guy, I mean, I guess in an ideal world, sure, but it's never been used that way. It's always been used to further whatever story they want to push for the main event of WrestleMania, or at least the alleged main event. At the end of the day, I look at Roman Reigns' run after he lost the Universal title, and I've been extremely underwhelmed. There are so many talents on this roster that Roman Reigns can work with and elevate just by being in the ring with them. He doesn't even have to lose to some of these guys. Guys like Aleister Black, Jacob Fatu. Hell, we haven't even seen Roman Reigns and Gunther interact yet. I mean, hell, if you're going to recycle old storylines and former opponents for Roman, why haven't we gotten the Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre rematch yet? The Drew McIntyre going after the Bloodline story that they were teasing last year before WrestleMania was the perfect storyline for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania last year. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the triple threat they did, especially with the ending, but I don't understand how you have a storyline where Drew McIntyre is going after all the members of the Bloodline for the hell that they put him through, only for Drew McIntyre to lose doing that to Jey Uso clean? I mean, what a disappointing way to end a story that could have taken you to WrestleMania. Hell, it could have even got you a main event if a title was involved. But no, we had to do Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, a match that nobody's ever gonna talk about again. And sure, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk and Seth Rollins ended up being a banger with a nice plot twist ending. But if we're really being honest, did we need Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman to team up to get to this exact point for Braun Breaker? Especially now considering that Seth Rollins has been off TV for like the last month due to an injury. I really don't even see the positive that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed even got teaming up with Seth Rollins, to be honest. I mean, maybe Bronson Reed, I'll give him that, because Bronson was injured and off TV for a while, so him going to join the Vision with Rollins and Breaker, Heyman, it immediately catapulted him to the main event scene, so I'll give them that. But I promise you, you did not have to do that turn just to elevate Braun Breaker. Everybody knew he was getting elevated. And on top of that, the Vision segments with Seth Rollins, let's be real, they were boring as fuck. Just like how Roman Reigns storylines have been. And I'm gonna be honest, if it's on Roman Reigns that he doesn't want to work certain opponents and he wants to play things safe before he goes to Hollywood, whatever it is, then hey, so be it. But if I'm being honest, Roman, if this is all your ideas, you're letting me down, man. Big time. Because we all know Roman is capable in the ring. That's not the issue here. But it just feels like these segments are on rinse, cycle, repeat with the exact same opponents. Hell, that's not even just a Roman Reigns problem. That's a WWE main event scene problem. Cody Rhodes is 40. CM Punk is in his 40s. Roman Reigns is 40. Brock Lesnar is in his 40s. Hell, Drew McIntyre, who a lot of us are complaining about how he's booked, he's also 40. It's time to push that younger generation. Guys like Breaker, Fatu, Carmelo Hayes, Obafemi, Trick Williams, Javon Evans. And these are all names that Roman Reigns should be working with over the next 2 to 3 years to set up the future in WWE. Because I swear to God, if I get another Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar face to face, I'm gonna